What's up, you guys? This is Kahn from Team TKO. I'm coming at you today with my Gadget deck profile. I want to remind you guys to rate, comment, subscribe below. Also, if you have any questions about Yu-Gi-Oh! Or anything else, or you want to see that Cyber Dragon deck I was telling you about, please feel free to email us at Yu-Gi-Oh! TeamTKO@gmail.com. Alright, guys, before we get started, I have a new deck idea already. And I'm going to get into what it is after this profile. So let's just jump into it, guys. Alright. Whenever I play Gadgets, this is how I play Gadgets, okay? You might play it a little differently. For the most part, once again, like the Gravekeepers, it is a little standard. Let's get started. I run 2 green, 2 red, or 2 yellow, and 2 red. Alright, that is standard. I do not like it at 3. It gets real cloggy. I know with the pendulums now there is a version of these guys that does run all 3. I don't play pendulums in my Gadgets. I thought I would like it, and I don't. It's too easy to stop the Gadget play, so I don't play it. I then play 3 Gear Frame, who, when he's normal summoned, you get to add a machine type monster from your deck to your hand. That's earthed, or a Machina monster. That's how we get Fortress to hand. He's our searcher for Fortress. Everybody knows the Gadgets kind of search themselves. I don't remember the exact order. I think red goes green, or red goes yellow, green goes red, yellow goes green. I think, no. Yeah, yellow goes green, green goes red, red goes yellow. Gear Frame is also sometimes called the Orange Gadget because he works so well with these guys. And because it is Gadgets, I do run the 3 Fortress. He's a boss monster that never dies. That's why I like this deck. The only way to get around him is if you banish him, really. Because he is, all I do is get rid of machine type monsters from my hand that stars equal level 8 or more, and he's out of the graveyard. That can't be stopped by Necro Valley. It's awesome. That being said, I do run 1 Machina Cannon because he is a level 8 machine. That's a monster born for Fortress. Everybody knows Gadgets focus around Fortress. That's who we want. That's what we're going to keep. I do run rounding out the Earth monsters for the deck. I do run the Redox, just because of his effect is awesome in Gadgets. Plus he's a level 7, so that gives me 4 level 7s in the deck. Makes making some Exceeds later on that I have a lot easier if I want to make them. If I don't, oh well, I can use his effect to bring back a Fortress too. And now there's a big debate in Gadgets. There's 2 tech cards they like to use. There's 10 Goldfish and Kage to Kage. The advantage of 10 Goldfish is your opponent, or an effect Veiler 10 Goldfish hurts. Okay? And then the Kage to Kage, a Solemn Warning, or a Torrential Tribute hurt really bad. Well, so a lot of Gadget players only play 3 of one and 0 of the other. Alright, I play 2 10 Goldfish and about showed a new surprise. And 2 Kage to Kage. Okay? I like to keep my options open. I think we've been over that before. I like options, and so I get it out there. The one I almost spoiled for you is, I'm not a big fan of hand traps, but Gadgets run a lot. I cut it down a bunch in the hand traps. I knocked it down to just 2 Tragodia. Just because he is easy to use his effect and make him a level 7 too. So now I have 6 level 7s running around in this deck if I target one of my level 7s in graveyard. I like Tragodia. His value, of course, has shot up, and he sees a lot more up in play because Gores, you can warning the token, and it's not that cool. Trag, you cannot Solemn Warning because his effect's already activated. He's out. The only other card I run that's a hand trap is the one effect Veiler. I am trying to find my Cataster right now just because I could make Synchro 5s with effect Veiler. Really, I'm waiting for a card and then Shoe will come out because I really don't like effect Veiler too much, but I do have one, so might as well run it until I get my card. Now let's move on to the spells. I am waiting for this deck is still in construction, guys, but it is playable the way it is, so I'm showing it to you anyway. I need one more Upstart Goblin, and then I can get rid of these. I special summon a lot. I do not like using Pot of Dualities, but I need the draw power. So, I mean, I have the deck thinners, so I probably could get away without the Pot of Dualities at all. But until I get Upstarts, that's what I'm going to use. I could have put in Reckless Greeds, but I don't like to, just because it's already trap heavy. I'm only running like 8 spell cards. Yeah. So, I needed spells in this deck. I'm a control player. I run a lot of traps anyway. And then I go 1 Forbidden Lance. That is used to protect Fortress or Gear Frame if I want, or Trag, Redox, anybody I want. Mainly for Fortress, though. Then I run the Book of Moon. Pretty standard for a lot of decks. Just comes in handy in certain situations. You will also find out whenever I show you decks, I do not like Dark Hole. I would rather have Book of Moon. I don't like negging my field. I like getting rid of yours. I just don't like getting rid of mine to get rid of yours. And now for the card I'm waiting for another copy of so I can take Effect Veiler out is Prohibition. The reason I main deck Prohibition is I'm a card tech. I like to tech out on cards. So I use Prohibition in the first duel. I can tech because I know about what another deck will run. I can Prohibition a card they need. Plus, it's a built-in defense for Cyber Dragons. What better way to do it than a built-in way? And if I see you're playing Harpies, I can Prohibition your Harpy Dancer or your Pet Dragon. I can pretty much do anything I want if I know what I'm playing. Plus, Bujin's Prohibition Yamato sucks. I don't know if you've been on the receiving end of that, but it hurts. I was on DN for a little while. I haven't been able to get it on in a long time, but Prohibition Yamato sucks. It's hard to win when they do that to you until you get rid of the Prohibition. And then onto a little inside joke I do for the last 3 spells. I run 3 MST. I make the joke all the time that MST stands for Meta Standard 3, not Mystical Space Typhoon. If you're not running 3 MST, you better be running something with a lot of negation power. MST gets rid of a lot of things. You just need that ability to get rid of whatever your opponent has that could be giving you trouble. On to traps, because it puts in so much work, 3 Fiendish Chain. It helps out way too much. And then we got into this in my last video, in my ban list response. Only the 2D prisons. Only 2. I will not play 3. Also, before I get into the one-ofs, I do have another built-in protection because System Down is another thing, and DDs and Macrocosmos do kind of hurt Gadget a lot. I main 2 Imperial Iron Walls. It helps out with a lot of those plays, so I can keep Fortress in my graveyard, because if he's in the graveyard, I can get him. You can't banish my Fortress, I'm good to go. I know that stops the D-Prison play, but normally I would have already hit that. I won't normally play a Imperial Iron Wall with a set Deep Prison or with a set Bottomless Trap Hole. That's my other. Now we're into the one-ofs, guys. We got into this too. Mirror Force. Alright, that's all I'm going to say about that. 1. Torrential Tribute. My favorite card, I wish they would bump back up. The whole reason I play Gravekeepers is so I have more copies of this. Compulsory Evacuation Device. I love shooting monsters back to people's hands. I play Gravekeepers because I could have 4 of those in my deck with Guard. The Solemn Warning. And then, like I said, cards that are going to get an up in play because of artifacts. The Huge Revolution is over. I love it. It's come in handy so much, more so than Starlight Road. I like it. Alright, now onto the extra deck. And unlike my Gravekeepers, this does have about an 11 card side deck, or extra deck. Pretty cool. I'm still not going to do side deck. Sorry, guys. But we have Maestroke, just because he comes in handy. To keep the Kage-Takages, King of the Feral Imps. We run the Cowboy, that's pretty standard, rank 4. The Pappy, another standard rank 4. Now on to the more deck-specific ones. Because I run the Prohibition and Imperial Iron Walls, I run 1 Master Key Beetle to protect them, just to help out against the Cyber Dragons and the system downs and things. 2 Geargiant X. Helps recycle gadgets and any kind of machine back to my hand that's a level 4 from my deck. And then I focus on 104 Masquerade. Takes 3 level 4s to make. I like it. It hurts if you can pull it off. The other one, because gadgets can hit 3 level 4s so easy, it's not hard to do at all. I also run the 1 Vylon de Sigma. Biboosions, Fire Fist, Mermails, Harpies. I'll get over you if you're attribute specific. And then just because I have all the rank 7s, I will run the Draco Sack. Sorry about the glare. And the Big Eye. I will run them. I love it. That is my gadget deck, guys. Now onto my new deck idea. I am going to do a Team TKO deck. I have talked to Trey and he likes the idea. I am going to build a deck and I need your help to do that. Send this video to your friends, whatever. Tell them to leave comments below. Because you have my word, after this deck is built, I will do a profile on it. And at the next regional I play, it will be my deck I use. And I will let you know how it does. I am using Patrician of Darkness because that is my favorite monster card. I am using Compulse because it is my favorite trap card. And I am using Pot of Duality because it is my favorite spell card. Now, I want you to leave a comment below of your favorite monster, spell, and trap cards below. I need a deck, guys. I need your help finding out what cards I need. I don't care if it makes sense. I will make it work. So please leave comments below. I want to build this thing. And Trey wants me to use Bear, so I'm going to be looking into that. He's going to get with me about spells and traps he wants me to use. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. Until next time, this is Kahn signing out saying beware the back row. We'll see you later, guys.